Hi, I am Revati, Assistant Professor, Department of EEE, SNS College of Technology. In this lecture series video of electric circuit analysis, we are going to discuss about the basic thing which are used for the basic electric analysis of a given circuit. So, understanding about the concept of electric circuits, we have to know about the components. So, what are the basic components which are present in an electric circuit? First one is R, C, L. So, these are the three main components which completely present in a circuit. So, first R, C, L. So, first R denotes for an resistance. So, for solving an equivalent resistance or solving a mesh analysis, nodal analysis, we are having n number of theorems, Thevenin's, Norton's, reciprocity and maximum power transfer theorem. We can frequently see the resistance in a circuit. We cannot see a lot of circuit without a resistance. So, each and every circuit there is a resistance. So, the main operation of this resistance is to oppose or resist the current flow. So, which is denoted as ohms. So, the C is capacitance. So, capacitance is used to store the energies. If we are using a storage tank circuit or circuit which we are going to use for a storage purpose, we can consider this capacitance. So, the inductance, L is for inductance. So, inductance is to induce the EMF, field current, flux values which are highly associated with this L value. So, in the basic electric circuit analysis, we are having two types of components. Two types of components, active element and passive element. So, what is meant by an active element and passive element? In an active element, we are having a source as your elements. So, whereas we are using a current, voltage or power, we denote that as an active value which is short circuited, open circuited or anything else. So, the current, I, V, P that are as active elements. Passive element is your components, R, L, C and any other components etc. So, here this resistance, capacitance, L's are having a value which is mainly operates on the principle of Ohm's law. So, we know that Ohm's law is equal to P is equal to IR, where V is your voltage, I is your current, R is your resistance. So, combinedly these components are included in a circuit to perform some operations. So, that may be. So, talking about Ohm's law, we know that V by I is equal to V by R is equal to VI. So, in our resistance value, we already know that we are having resistor in series and resistor in parallel. So, this resistor in series and parallel, R is equal to R1 plus R2, Rp is equal to R1 into R2 divided by R1 plus R2. So, this is your resistance value. So, capacitance we are using to store. So, what is inductance value where we are using? So, if you are having a coil, winder, this circuit is known as a mutual inductance circuit. So, here we are having a primary side and a secondary side. So, in primary side and secondary side, we are using this in a transformer circuit. While you are transferring the energy from the supply side to a domestic purpose consumer side, we are having two sides, primary side and secondary side. So, based on these sides, we are classifying this as step up and step down. So, based on the winding only, we are having an induced EMF. The number of winding is responsible for the amount of flux or a field induced in a circuit. So, this is how the inductance works. So the basic thing, again we are coming to the same topic, basic thing of an electric circuit. If you are going to analyze a circuit, we have to consider the amount of loops that circuit contains. If that is a 2-loop circuit or a 3-loop circuit, so we have to identify the number of loops. And secondly, we have to know about the circuit is in an open circuit state or a closed circuit state. So what does mean by open circuit and closed circuits? So by seeing that circuit, we can identify the circuit is open circuit or closed circuit. So the circuit is given as, so I am giving a 2 types of circuits. So try to identify that which circuit is an open circuit and which is a closed circuit. So this is any types of source, AC sources or DC sources, that is a current or a I coming across the. You can clearly see a 2 loop in this circuit. Here 2 loop, but the second loop is not closed. So here this is the short circuit, this is your open circuit. So in a given circuit, voltage is always connected in parallel and ammeter current is always connected in series. Okay, so these are the basic thing while we are solving an electric circuit analysis. So whenever the voltmeter is connected in parallel and ammeter is connected in series, the circuit is to be defined. Okay. So these are the few basic things which is essential for understanding the circuit and solving an electric circuit analysis. Thank you.